All right, you guys. So hi again, another video from the Brookings Arts Council. As always, my name is Shelby, and today we're going to be talking about line a little bit, which is a pretty frequent topic with us, but we're just going to focus on kind of the different types of line, and we're going to do it by doing like a bad hair day project, I like to call it. So first things first, we're going to draw kind of a picture of you, and so just a little bit of a portrait. I'm going to start, I have just a pencil and some paper, and then when you're done, if you want to color it, you can color it with like markers, crayons, colored pencils, things like that. But I'm gonna start right away with the drawing here, and you're gonna draw on like the bottom, like 2/3 of the paper. So I want my face to be about right there. That's where I'm gonna draw it. And I'm gonna start, and I'm just gonna do a U for like my chin, pretty big. So we're gonna do that. And then I'm gonna add a nose, and then just maybe like a little half smile with some freckles, because I have freckles. And then your eyes. So however you want to do eyes, this is what I have for my nose and mouth, just like a little bit like smaller U, and then just a half smile. And then I'm gonna add, like I said, those eyes, and they can be really big and surprise. Like, please pay attention to like maybe like the different kind of emotions that go along with your character. Like maybe you just woke up in the morning and that's why you have bad hair. Maybe they're sleepy, maybe they're closed, maybe you're winking. Just kind of have fun with it. Mine, I'm gonna have one winking and one open with some eyelashes. And I have eyebrows, so I'm gonna add an eyebrow. So that's what I got with mine so far. So my little face is winking with a half smile, and then I'm gonna add ears on either side. So we're just adding what your representation of yourself. So getting that in there. And then I'm gonna add like a neck and some shoulders, just so my body has some, I'm not just a floating head. So we just added a neck and some shoulders, and I'll add clothes later, but I'm not super concerned with that right now. And then, so this next part, we're gonna do the hair. So we're gonna talk about different types of line. So when you think about line is a mark that is longer than it is wide. So it's just a singular mark. We've been using lines to draw that little picture of ourselves, that little cartoon of ourselves. And so I think it's important to talk about the different kinds of lines that there are. So there's zigzag lines, there's straight lines, there's wavy lines, all different kinds like that. There's dashed lines. So we're gonna use, I want to use 5 different types of lines, whatever kind of type of line you want. Maybe you want thick lines or thin lines or broken lines. It's the same as like a dashed line, curvy lines, zigzag lines, like straight lines, like diagonal lines. There's all different kinds, and we're going to use those lines to make hair for our person. And so we're going to do it in sections. And so I'm going to start going straight up, and I want to have zigzag lines. So I got a zigzag line, so that's one hair, and I'm going to have a couple more going on either side of it that are zigzag, that are the same. And so basically you're filling up all this negative space with crazy hair using different types of line to show, because when you draw hair, they really are just different types of line. So I got some crazy lines here, zigzag lines, and so that's one section. I want 5 different sections like that of line. So I got some zigzag lines. I think I'm gonna do maybe some straight lines next. And you want to have more than just one kind of line per your hair. And so I want to make sure that I have a bunch of those straight lines too, and I might even add a couple more because there's some open space. So I got those. So I have 2 different kinds now, maybe some wavy lines. So I got wavy lines, and please, by all means, use whatever lines you want. You don't have to use wavy lines because I did. You don't have to use straight or zigzag. It's whatever you want. So I got 3 different types of lines now. And if you want to use more than 5, please feel free to, but I understand that if you don't want to use a bunch of them, that's fine. You can do bigger sections to fill your space. but you want to fill all the space behind you with crazy hair and crazy lines. So I got 3, so I need 2 more. So I think for my next one, I'm going to do maybe some dashed lines. So like a dotted line. So those are just like so. And if some of your lines go in front or behind each other, that's all right too. Fill up that whole section with dashed lines. All right, dashed lines. See, they look like that. It kind of looks like rain right now, but that's all right. You can make them closer together if that bugs you. So I got some dashed lines, and so I have 4 sectional lines, and I need 1 more. So what other kind of lines can I do? I could do really thick lines. So if you do thick lines, you could do any of these again. I'm just gonna do maybe some more wavy ones. And you can just go over them a second time so that they're thicker. So they're not thin. And you can add that with markers too. I'm probably going to use mine to color markers in with it. So that's a little bit easier to do with marker. If you push harder, they typically get a little darker and a little bit fatter of a line. So I gotta get some of those in. All right, so I have 5 different types of lines, and see these ones are darker, they're a little bit thicker, and then the rest of these are all kind of the same value. You could do thin lines too. You could push like really soft, barely touch your pencil to the paper and get some of those. You can repeat. I'll probably do some more zigzag lines down here just because I have some space left, but that is the project for today. And when you are done with that, you can sure color it in and add color and pattern and texture if you like, or if you just wanted to do the drawing itself, that's fine. But that's what I got for you today. And as always, please, if you have any questions or concerns or suggestions for like future videos, please reach out to us at the Brookings Arts Council. But as always, yeah, I'll see you, well, I guess you'll see me next week. So enjoy and have a good night.